Hi everybody. Firstly, apologies for the audio and video quality of this presentation, but I'm so excited to get the news out about DayZ update 1.13 going live on the PC and Xbox experimental servers that I'm recording this on my mobile phone in my car with the rain coming down. So let's go into these patch notes. And as I said, on Xbox, this is on the experimental servers, so do a search for DayZ experimental on the PC. You know, if you go to your Steam library, you go down, you'll find the DayZ experimental branch. So let's go and see what it says. Greetings, survivors! We're happy to announce that we are releasing the experimental build of Game Update 1.13. Remember, we're on 1.12 at the moment on Steam and Xbox today. As usual, this article is not meant to provide a full overview of the build, but rather point to the specific parts of the update we would like to get feedback on, aside from overall stability. We are also trying out a new approach with this experimental release by providing servers called DayZ Inland with a specific setup which will give you a head start. You're going to spawn in with inland with more and better gear. How absolutely fantastic is this? Okay, it hasn't gone towards the idea of deathmatch servers, but the fact that you're going to spawn in probably with a backpack, some food, probably a gun. Oh, love it. Well done, DayZ. Keep it up. This is going in exactly the direction we want to. And this will allow for testing new features faster than before. If you fancy testing the whole loop, however, there will still be the classic vanilla servers for you to play on. A big part of this game update has to do with the further iteration on the infected AI. Our 1.13 efforts can be summed up as more viable because of increased noise dampening, lesser ability of infected to hear noise through obstacles, and lowered noise from a player's crouch sprint. Infected are now attracted by smoke grenades, flare gun flares, fireplaces, and explosions. Fireplaces, that's interesting. Infected are now more likely to leave the position of unconscious players, preventing the frustrating cycles of uncon, get knocked, uncon, etc. recover. Reduced range in which infected can call for help from nearby infected, so when they go Rah! Less infected respond. All infected attacks are now blockable, and overall infected attack speed has been reduced, but not to 1.11 levels. Balancing of damage and bleeding chances dealt by various infected types, generally scaled according to player progression throughout the world. And last but not least, we're introducing a new types of infected. Oh my god, new infected, new zombies in DayZ. They mostly patrol various points of interest and have their own strengths and weaknesses. We won't tell you any more at this point. I want to try to figure this out. I want to find out now. I want to stop recording this video, get home and fire up DayZ. New infected. Oh my god. We have looked at player versus player combat based on the feedback we received from the 1.12 build. The unconscious state length is now tied to the caliber that is used to knock down a target. The vest no longer covers the arms in the damage system settings. Shoulders are now part of the chest zone, previously arms, and hips are also part of the torso, they were previously legs. Additionally, we increased shock armor on leg by reducing the chances of a double punishment in the form of both an unconscious state and a broken leg. Tweaks were also applied to the damage zones of the arms, reducing in less health damage suffering from getting hit in the arms. We are introducing the chance for wounds to get infected. This means that from now on you should always keep an eye on which item is used to treat wounds. We've added a new label on the items displaying their disinfected state, which allows you to quickly recognise which items are safe and which are not. Damaging disinfected items removes the state and requires applying disinfectant again. We spent some additional time revisiting all the disease symptoms and added a bunch of new ones, which helps us differentiate between diseases. Asmondian, we need a new chart. While this, of course, Robo as well. While this has not yet been fully applied, we see a preview of the wound infection disease, which should be simple to recognise from other diseases. It is also a disease where we have implemented stages with different effects and treatments. Sounds nasty. As teased last week, we're introducing the M16A2 assault rifle to the game. This iconic rifle comes with burst fire mode, which we have also implemented for 1.13. We are primarily looking for feedback regarding the way the burst fire mode works, which is currently set to hold down fire to shoot a full burst. Speaking of firearms, we've also looked at various weapon attachments and added more pronounced differences between each: dispersion, recoil, sway. Beside that, we've added some cool weapon attachments and melee weapons, so keep an eye out for things lying around during your experimental adventures. Some smaller gameplay tweaks include allowing fireplaces to be lit even under bad conditions, rain or wind, which end up giving audio-visual cues on what could be wrong with the current surroundings. There's also a guaranteed lifetime for plants on a garden plot set to 2 hours before the timer kicks in and they eventually spoil, as well as a lot of other quality of life tweaks and fixes. We hope you're going to enjoy your time on the experimental servers, and we're looking forward to your feedback. If you're eager to learn about everything that's been added and changed, you can visit the official forums for a full changelog. So there we go. On behalf of the DayZ team, Adam! Fantastic. So I'll leave that official one for another video when we have the full release. But M16, types of zombies, spawn inland on the experimental servers. If you like DayZ and you want DayZ to progress, play on the experimental servers, use the Bohemian Interactive feedback tracker to tell them how you've got on. And I don't know about you, but I'm very excited for 113. Sounds very, very cool indeed. Anyway, that's enough from me. See you soon.